That ceiling that you'll never break, that risk they say don't ever take, that feeling that keeps you awake, you can't let it go, no you can't let it go, that voice keeps screaming in your head.
Different meditation techniques or reasons to meditate.
Because they had toxins back then. They were cleaning the system out during the days of the pharaohs, okay?
Recognize each other's uniqueness at each, because God has a plan for both of you.
And I can have a baby and I can raise a child without you. That's kind of a shot at the male spirit.
Well, hello. It's been such a long time. Twyler Jenkins here, the founder and CEO of the I Am That Woman movement and retreat. I am so excited to be back today, although we're not live because I have a client event tonight at the View Rooftop that I'm excited about. So we are recording today's conversation, but that does not mean that you cannot drop something in the comments, because I will be watching this later. And I want to make sure that if you have any questions about today's segment, which is going to be an amazing, informative, exciting exploration of juice cleansing. So you probably already know, because I posted it on social media, we have some exciting things going on over here at the I Am That Woman movement. One of the most exciting things is we know where we are going in October. Yes, October 25th through the 29th. I can't even get it out. I'm so excited. We are going to Scottsdale, Arizona, to the Scottsdale Resort and Villas. The Scottsdale Plaza Resort and Villas. I cannot be more excited. I'm so excited. I'm going to show you a promotional video to let you know exactly what you are going to experience in Scottsdale in October. Mark your calendars right now for October 25th through the 29th. Thank you, Diamante Kimball, my project coordinator, for putting together this promo video. Super excited to show you guys what's coming up. Stay tuned. Well, I know that 2-minute promo video gave a glimpse of what you are going to receive and experience in Scottsdale, October 25th through the 29th. Registration is opening soon. Tickets, believe it or not, are super cheap right now. We even have a group discount on Southwest Airlines. So stay tuned, but mark your calendars. Go ahead and ask for that time off. Make sure that you clear your schedule. October 25th through the 29th, the I Am That Woman Retreat is going to be in Scottsdale, Arizona, hosted at the Scottsdale Plaza Resort Villas. And they have a spa, they have tennis, they have golf. Our programming is going to be amazing this year. Guess what? Not only do we have our world-renowned speakers coming back, Latia Vaughn being one of those speakers, our keynote luncheon speaker. The next day, we're going to venture outside of the ballroom and we're going to go and have some dynamic experiences and spiritual awakenings in Sedona, Arizona. If you have not been, or if you have been to Sedona, you know what to expect. I cannot wait to go to the Vortex locations and to the other spiritual sites where we're going to explore our spiritual well-being and senses. Of course, we're going to do some team building, some networking, amazing experiences. You don't want to miss it. Pretty soon, next week, we'll be talking about the cost. We'll be talking about when you can fly in, arrive and depart, and more of our programming, more of our speakers. I am telling you, strength, courage, and wisdom. All of what we need right now as African American women in leadership, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a mother, a lawyer, doctor, a CEO, C-suite, wherever you are in your career, whether you know what you want to do or you're trying to find your purpose in your place, come on to the I Am That Woman retreat. Breathe, exhale, inhale, let go, and let God. It's an amazing experience. This is our 4th one, and I'll even be interviewing some of the ladies who have attended in the past so they can tell you in their own words what you will experience at the I Am That Woman retreat. Well, in today's conversation series, I'm going a little personal. This whole month, we'll be talking about how you can do a self-care tune-up. Now, like I posted on social media, we tune up our cars, right? We make sure we get an oil change and we make sure that, we put the right gas in it in order for it to run right. Our bodies are no different, ladies. No different. We need to tune up sometimes. We need to make sure that what we're putting in is the expectation of what we're getting out, not only in our bodies nutritionally, but in our minds and in our spirits. That is what the I Am That Woman movement is all about. We are here to help you to be more holistic in your approach to life, to help you learn how to live. Today, we're talking about a self-care tune-up inside our bodies, both nutritionally and physically. So, as I shared on social media, which I'm going to share right now, I made a post about my experience this week. And my experience this week included a 3-day juice cleanse. There it is. I did a 3-day juice cleanse thanks to Robert Felder, who is our wonderful guest today. And I had all of my juices. I still have 1 bottle left, the Green Glory, and a little bit of what is called the blood of Jesus. So today is my last day. I am super excited, but we're going to talk about the gut buster, the mucus buster, and all that good stuff. And then yesterday, because did you know that when you are doing a cleansing, that detox is settling in your feet? So I woke up yesterday and I called Robert and I said, my feet hurt. And he said, come on over, sis. Let me give you a foot detox. And you can see from these photos, the water changing colors as the detoxins, as the toxicity was coming out of my body. Look at that. So he was able to tell me that I eat too much fried food and some other bad habits I used to have in my life that I don't have anymore, but they were still inside my body. And so this foot cleansing, look at that. Oh my gosh. When I finished, When I tell you I put my socks on after he cleansed my feet, and after I put my socks on, I was walking like a brand new woman. So if you have any ailments in your body, joints, in your bones, if you want to, it's not a weight loss program. We're going to talk about that a little bit. A lot of people try and think that juice cleansing is about weight loss. It really isn't. It really is about resetting, tuning up your body. But without any further ado, I'm going to bring on our special guest today. Hello, my brother.
Hey, Tyler. Twyler, listen, I am so grateful to be on the show. Some of the things that you're doing for women is amazing. We met at a festival. I did a little pop-up shop, and you had so many questions. You was like all over me. He's like, "Oh, what about this? What about that?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." She's really getting it. I got you a little juice drunk. And I was just super excited that you embrace the fact that you were on your health journey, because a lot of times people are leaving the planet unnecessarily, because they're not they're investing their time into making money, opposed to putting themselves first and then letting everything run behind it. So they're putting a cart before the horse, because if you're not first, watch this, you last.
That's
And
right.
we've got to, and an interesting thing that you said, you was talking about how cleansing is not a weight loss program. Let's get this straight. You listening to old, I'm the juice goat. I'm the greatest of all times. I'm gonna tell you, been doing this juice for quite a while. So a lot of women say, well, will it help me lose weight, this, that, the other? It's not about weight loss. It's about resetting the body. And I'm glad you mentioned that, because the body has to be reset every 90 days. This is your temple. You only get one. There ain't no bionic parts. There ain't no, don't let nobody take a bunch of parts out. Talking about, you can deal without it, especially when I hear a lot of women say, well, I had my gallbladder taken out. Let me tell you about the gallbladder real quick. The gallbladder is right underneath the liver. The liver is up here, okay? Now, underneath the liver is the gallbladder. Now, the gallbladder is your fat regulator. Now, the gallbladder is connected to the pancreas. A lot of people didn't know that. Now, a lot of people think that's what's in front of them, and behind their belly button is their stomach. That's not your stomach. Don't go out there telling people that's your stomach. That's your large and that's your small intestines. Your stomach, size your fist, is up by the heart. Okay, so underneath the stomach is the pancreas. It sits like right there. But the pancreas is connected to the pancreas is connected to the gallbladder. And the gallbladder is right underneath the liver. So when the liver gets toxic, okay, it toxifies the gallbladder. When the gallbladder gets toxic, it lets in more fatty cells. You retain more fatty tissues and stuff like that. But it also toxifies the pancreas. When it toxifies the pancreas makes less insulin. You turn into a type 2 diabetic. Ain't that something?
Wow, that is something. I knew you were going to jump right in, because that's just every time we have a conversation, you jump right in. Before we continue on this road, talking about so much, talking about juicing and cleansing, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Robert Felder, the owner of the Pure Juice Joint?
Great question. Okay. So here's the thing. I never was thinking about doing none of this. No, wasn't in my sphere of influence. My background is sales and marketing and insurance. Okay. I'm insurance guy. Okay. I'll help you. I help protect you. Okay. Still licensed. I help protect you. Wasn't in my wheelhouse. Right before COVID, I got married 9 years ago, my second marriage. I was vegan going into the marriage. And my wife, she's Puerto Rican. I told her, hey, don't eat that chicken, because she was giving up a lot of the meats that she was eating, because, I was being an influence on her. I was being a spirit influence. So, sometimes you got to, show people opposed to telling them to do something. You got to be the standard bearer of what you want around your life. So I was saying, hey, look, you see me, I'm healthy, I'm da 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 da, and I haven't eaten chicken or none of that stuff in over 15 some. Well, it was like 14 some years when I met her. Okay, so it stemmed from a Daniel fast I did in my church because I was 36 years old and my waistline was 36. No, and I was sick, I was bloated, I was feeling terrible. And my church, Apostolic Church of God, Pastor, the late Bishop Brazier, went on a 21-day juice fast. 21-day Daniel fast. And I ate those fruits and the nuts and vegetables. I felt my best, and my waistline went down, and I continued on. And I first became a pescatarian, then a vegetarian, then I finally switched over to vegan. But that was my journey. That was and I felt better. I looked better. I got rid of what is called diverticulitis, which is inflamed intestines, and it really enhanced my life. Well, anyway, back to the chicken story and how I got there. I want to push it. So anyway, I was being the standard bearer of what you shouldn't do because we're herbivores, not carnivores. So she said, "I'm gonna give up everything, but I'm not gonna give up that chicken." Like, yeah, I love my chicken. I ain't gonna give up my chicken. Chicken. I said, well, chicken, they raising these chickens on the farm. They pumping a lot of steroids and hormones in them chickens to make them grow bigger faster. Because when I was coming up, chicken wings wasn't as big as turkey wings.
Right.
Now they got these big brontosaurus, dinosaur-looking chickens, and this and that, the other. These little girls run around here with breasts at 10 years old. The hormones that's going from the chicken going into the kids.
Right.
So you can't digest that in its process.
Right.
It's not like you go down south. My grandmother would take a chicken, wring its neck, and thing run around, they bleed it out. You eat it, it's like, hey, you think I've never had chicken that wild.
Right.
When I used to eat chicken, and it had a different taste to us because we used to eat processed chicken. Okay.
Absolutely.
So she wouldn't give it up, and I said, okay, Lord, sometimes you know. I'm not here on the planet to straighten out people. Let's get that straight. So if y'all ever come across more Rob G, I'm not here to straighten you out. I've left that alone a long time ago because I'm not here to straighten people out.
Just direct.
I'm just here to give you direction. I'm just here as a tour guide. I'm not here to be your mom and dad and straighten you out. None of that.
Right.
So anyway, I said, Father, this is your daughter. You take care of her. A couple of years later, right before COVID, she was at work judging a real man cook contest, eating chicken. Blood pressure went over 200.
Oh, wow.
They told her she was about to stroke out. They rushed to the hospital, told her she was about to stroke out, tried to put her on high blood pressure medicine. I said no. I told her we're not going to do that. I said, I'm going to put you on a 21-day juice fast. That's going to help reset the body and everything else. Because, I was going to health food stores and stuff like that, and I was getting juices. And so she agreed. So we went on a juice fast, and when I went on the market and I was drinking these juices, it had so much pulp in it. It was like, am I eating and drinking at the same time? And I wasn't connecting with the juices. So God being so infinite and wise in his ways.
Yes, he is.
He made me a bartender a long time ago when I was in my 20s. I was serving death. Yeah. Oh, Rob G, serving death, bartender. Might not make it home coming off my bar. But hey, he took that same skill set, and I said, well, hey, if you don't like something, and this has always been my motto, if you don't like the way something's done, do it yourself. So I started researching some formulas and everything like that, and I wanted to focus on 4 key areas of the body. First being cardio, because we got to make sure we got more oxygen to the body.
Yes, right.
The second part was I wanted to focus on the gut, because everything starts and ends in this midsection, the abdomen. Okay. The third thing was I wanted to focus on was the kidneys, the first filter of the body.
Right.
Because a lot of times people have kidney problems,
right,
or urinary tract infection or bladder problems because of the kidneys. That's a filter. The second filter of the body is the liver. Okay, which what I was explaining, where it was connected to the gallbladder and the pancreas, and how people fall into the diabetic stage because of the liver toxicity. And so I came up with these recipes, which was the mucus buster, the gut buster, the blood of Jesus, and green glory, and I gave it to my wife, and we started drinking it. And so happened she started to lose weight, and she started to feel better, and started to look younger and stuff like that. And so some of the side effects of when you're juicing is that when you go any from 3 days more, your body starts, when you stop eating, your body starts to create stem cells, and also your body starts to create hormones. Now watch this, guys. Stem cells make you look younger. Hormones make you feel younger. Okay. And so when she came off the fast, she felt younger and looked younger. And then also she stopped eating that chicken. Praise God. She became a vegetarian. She said, hey, I'm gonna switch over this lifestyle because I feel my best life.
Yes.
Showed her how to make a transition to do more plant-based stuff because we're herbivores. We're not carnivores. We're supposed to eat plants, vegetables, fruit, nuts, and grains.
Right.
This plumbing that we have is not meant for meat. We don't have fangs. We have motors.
Right.
Like the cows or any horse or something like that. It eats, it eats grass and stuff like that. Our body, our digestive system is meant to take on that, not all this processed stuff. Because when you take in the processed stuff, it creates what is called mucoid plaque, and that's like plaque around the heart, but it's in the gut, and it's like just waste wrapping itself around the large intestines and then expanding, which is why the midsection bulges out and you get what's called diverticulitis. And that's kind of how the story of how the juice joy became. So my wife, she couldn't keep her mouth shut.
She kept eating that chicken.
No, she could. Here, look, I was just trying to save our lives. Okay.
Yes, right. Sometimes that's where it starts. It starts at home. It starts from your own personal experience. And it started from you going to the marketplace and not being satisfied with what was out there. And so God, like you said, in his divine wisdom, from your experience of being a bartender, a mixologist, knowing what ingredients can do when you put them together, is how you came up with these wonderful juices. And one of the things that I posted in my social media post today about the experience was, one, they taste good. Like they literally are not like, oh my God, like my face isn't all frowned up and my mouth all, like, I got to drink this. Some people are like, okay, the green juice, because of its mixture, might be like the healthiest tasting. But I love that the mucus buster, I have a lot of allergies, a lot of sinuses. Let me tell you guys something. My hand to God, like every day I am taking Flonase and I'm taking Zyrtec. Let me show this. It's right here on my dresser. This week, since I have been on Green Glory, the blood of Jesus, the mucus buster, and the gut buster, not one day this week have I take my Flonase or my Zyrtec. And so while I'm walking out in the park because of all the dust, I might sneeze or something like that. But usually I am just, I'm a waterfall. Like, I mean, literally there's Kleenex usually all around my desk, all on my desk. And not this week since I have been doing this juice cleanse. So that's one thing. I know it has helped with my sinuses. Another thing, Robert, that I wanted to talk about, and thank you for that background on how this all started. But I know I did a juice cleanse. You don't have to do a cleanse in order to purchase your juices, in order to just incorporate them in your life, right?
No, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because a lot of people say, well, I'm not ready for a fast and this, that, the other. It's not about fasting. Now, here's the thing. You should fast every 90 days. You get that oil changed in the car. You mentioned that. Say that there's two fifths of the body you got to keep clean all the time. The kidney is one, the liver is the other one. So when you do that type of maintenance, the body flows a lot better. Because, see, let's talk about pH balance, for instance, right? Most people are very acidic, meaning that their body is very hot. So when the body is very hot, it creates diseases. Or the body's too alkaline, it gets wetness in the lungs. So the good pH balance should be between 6 and 7, which means you're not too alkaline, you're not too cold, you're not too hot. Your body is regulating, which affects your everything from your menstrual cycle to your mood. So and so when you get in the juices, my juices, they're full of enzymes, and enzymes It's going to feed the body, and also is very alkaline, so it's going to cool down the body, especially if you're very acidic.
I got you. I want to make sure that we put up your contact information as well, because so many people need this right now. It's summertime. We're ready to kind of, take off a few layers of clothes. So to contact Robert, you can call him at 312-622-1057, 312-622-1057. So you do not have to just do a juice cleanse. I knew that I wanted to do a tune-up. I knew that I wanted to do a jump start. I'm in a weight loss class at church. I'm on a team. I've been getting my 10,000, 15,000 steps in a day as much as possible. But I just wanted something to give me a little extra. And so for those of you who are out there who may want to incorporate something into your diet to try and help you, just feel better, give more energy. You may have sinuses. He can talk about and he can share with you which juice would be best for you. But another thing I wanted to share about this experience was I wasn't hungry. I was not hungry. The juice is good and I was not hungry. Even today, I asked you, I said, okay, when I come off my fast, what should I put back into my body? You said watermelon. Usually in the morning time, I want a granola bar. I want some cereal. I'm hungry, but I'm ready to eat. Even this morning, I had to go to the store and buy a watermelon, and that's all I've been eating all day. I'm still not hungry. I'm finishing my juices because with my schedule, I wasn't able to get them all in. So I'm finishing my juices, but that's the other amazing thing. Why is that?
Good question, Twyler. Now watch this. A lot of people are eating, but they're not getting fed. The reason why they're not getting fed is because they eat a lot of processed food that has no enzymes in it. Now, enzymes is the food inside the food. Now, my juices is full of enzymes. You being a herbivore, that's what your body really feeds off of. So you got 1 million cells dying every day. You got 1 million cells being born. The building block for all the cells is enzymes. So now you're getting fed on a cellular level. Your body is getting rid of all the waste byproduct. You're drinking the juices. It's going now. Remember, you got your large intestine, which is 5 feet long. You got your small intestine, which is 25 feet long. So when you're drinking the juices is already cold pressed. So it's going straight down, bypassing the digestive system, straight down to the small intestine for distribution with no waste byproducts. So you're getting the full nourishment without all the process of breaking it down and with all the excess waste that comes with processed foods or GMOs or whatever. So now you're getting all the nutrients that the body needs straight down to the small intestines for distribution, because that's your distribution center, without any waste byproducts. And now the body can take what is called your body bioforce, and it can work on processing what you probably ate 2 months ago. Because most people are about 10, 20 meals backed up.
Wow.
But they keep on eating because we've been taught when we were young, hey, don't leave no food on your plate. Some other country ain't eating, and you better clean that plate. And you're like, hey, I'm poor. Yeah, but
not to mention our portion sizes, right? So
big old plates, and then they wonder why these kids run around here looking like Oompa Loompas from the Willy Wonka chocolate factory. Yeah. Because
not only our kids, us, like seriously, to your point, 36 with a 36-inch waist. So there's so many of the foods are not healthy. So we eat, but we're not being fed. That's profound. We eat, but we are not being fed. We're just putting a lot of junk in our bodies, really. We're really not putting nourishment in our bodies. That's why I think sometimes we, even after we eat, our stomachs feel full, and then we keep eating, no matter, to your point, I'm going to finish what's on my plate. That's what my mama told me to do. That's what I'm going to do. Right. And so now I wanted everyone to know that you don't have to do these juices just for a cleanse. You don't have to go 3 days straight, only juicing. You can incorporate these juices into your daily life to help you mucus build up, energy, cleansing your urinary tract infection. To your point, a lot of people with type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, will these juices help them?
That's a good question. The blood of Jesus. Now remember, beach is the number one thing to clean the kidneys, and the kidneys is the number one filter. A lot of times people get a high A1C and a high blood pressure because the kidney is backed up. Well, if plumbing is plumbing, whether it's in my house or whether it's in the body, if the drains are clogged up, the water is going to back up. Remember, the body is 70% water, and so the beach will help lower that A1C. It would help lower the blood pressure. So, and that's why I call it the blood of Jesus, because when I make it, I got the beta carotene in there for the eye strength in the eyes. I have red apple, green apples. Now watch this. Apples have what is called pectin in it. Now pectin opens up, fight against plaque in the arteries, so you get more blood flow. And so we get a lot of backup, a lot of plaque in the arteries, which causes the high blood pressure. Like, I had you on the table the other day, and I did an old-fashioned leg roll. I test your leg for blood clots, and you jumped off that table, right?
Yes,
but
it hurts.
Because it hurts, right? Yeah. But then that's because you had inflammation impacted in your pelvis. And so when I put you on the machine, we shook up that pelvis. We shook all that stuff loose, all those clots. Then the body was able to flush that stuff out because we gave it a good shaking. Sometimes we have to shake up the body, especially coming out of the pelvis. You got the sciatic nerve coming out of the pelvis. Mm-hmm. So now we shook all that toxicity off those nerves, and everything flowed down. And then your pores was you just did did you do the foot detox before? Or after? It was after.
Before.
We did the foot detox. After we did that, I rolled your legs, or before?
Nope.
Before.
Okay.
So now we shook you up. We did the foot detox, shook you up. We rolled all that stuff down. It went down to the legs and landed in the feet, because now we pulled that poison down.
Yeah. And
so it's really important to make sure that the arteries are clean, that the liver is clean, because these are filters. The kidneys are clean, because when the filters are dirty, that's when the A1C rises. That's when the blood pressure rises. You got clogged arteries. Now, here's something that your viewers probably didn't know. Anytime you have 3 Pepsis, just 3 Pepsis now, it will knock out your immune system.
Wow.
3 Pepsis. Now, I ain't gonna name no names. I'm gonna give y'all a good tip. Okay, here we go. God food by 3 things, okay? It's color rich, it's nutrient rich, and it's water rich. My juices is God food. They call it the living water because it's full of enzymes. And bad, let's spell God backwards. G-O-D. Dog food by 3 characteristics. It's popular. Look at the golden arches. I ain't mentioning no names. Look, 3-year-olds know that. Okay. It's convenient. Hey, you ain't got to get out your car. We'll give you this dog food right through the window, right through the drive-through, okay? And it's cheap. Hey, look what you get for $1. Look what's on $1 meat. No, you don't want to do that things, because guess what? When you consume those things and you drink all that syrupy soda, it knocks out your immune system, which is why a lot of these teenagers are sick. A lot of kids are sick a lot of times because their immune system is low. They're eating foods that's not nutritional, and it's causing a lot of mucoid plaque to build up and making them very acidic.
Wow. Just 3 sodas. I won't even just say Pep. 3 sodas will knock out your immune system because of all the sugar, the carbonation, the syrup, just all the junk that's in there. I'm so glad I am not a soda drinker, and it's horrible.
Yes, it is. It's bad. And so what we try to do is we try to educate, and we try to raise people's vibration up. So I was just speaking to a bunch of developers that's in my neighborhood, because I stay in the West Woodline area, that you can build all the buildings you want, but you got to raise the vibration of the people. And you do that by creating safe havens like the Pure Juice Joint, and we do vegan foods and everything like that. These are the type of things that in these food deserts that we have to have oasis so that people can get the nourishment they need. Because when I was coming up, nobody looked like me or talked like me came to my neighborhood. It just wasn't happening. We were wondering, what to do, how to do it, but we never got the information. And so we are the ones with the most problems with the least information.
And that's because our health really is our wealth. If
Yes.
we're not healthy, and society knows if we're not healthy, then we're not going to be wealthy in our mental, spiritual, emotional, financial well-being. Because if you don't feel good, how can you produce? How can you, be active? And so this regimen and these juices and all of the services that you have to offer, it's not even, I was so blown away when I came over to your place. I'm so excited about some things we're going to be doing together. I know God put us together for a reason and for this season. So the juicing, the detoxing, the foot detoxing. So you talked a little bit about putting me on the massage table and taking a roller pin, literally. I have hip problems. So ladies and gentlemen, I know that this is I Am That Woman movement, but ladies and gentlemen, this is for men too. And we know that our Black men are so unhealthy and a lot of times don't want to go to the doctor, don't want to take prescriptions, don't want to get their prostate checked, don't want to get their hearts checked, and don't keep tabs on their blood pressure. So for all the men out there, it doesn't matter, Black, white, yellow, green, all the women out there, if you want to live healthier, make sure you call Robert today. Do not delay, or write his number down if this is inconvenient. But Diamante, put his number back up there again, because we want people to be more holistic about their wellness. Your health is your wealth. So whether you are drinking juices or going to see him for a foot detox, or allow him to just look at your body, have a conversation about what it is that your health goals are. It's summertime. It's time to get out. It's time to exercise. But if you don't feel well, if you don't have any energy, it's so hard to do that. Trust you me, I know. And so, but when you do it, you will feel so much better. It happens over time. It's a process. Robert, I cannot thank you enough for this information that you are sharing with us. How long have you guys had the juice joint?
This is going on our 6th year with the juice joint, and we actually are going to be expanding into a brick and mortar, because basically we were just basically word of mouth, and so we were talking to some developers on expanding, because now they want to, a lot of developers that I've been talking to, they want to actually have holistic things in the community that can service the community, that is able to fill a gap for these food deserts, to be the oasis.
Absolutely. We need more. There's not enough. Even though we know we have a few spots, there's some vegan restaurants that have popped up, which is a good thing, but there's not enough. There still isn't enough. And I love your price point. Let's talk about that. So for the juice cleanse, you get 12 bottles. You drink 4 bottles a day for 3 days. That's just one regimen, but you probably have others. Talk about if someone is just starting off, what is the best thing for them to do? So let's back up a minute. If they're not like, there's no way that I cannot eat for 3 days or 2 days, what is the best thing for them to do, just to do some transitional, just to be better? What would you suggest?
That's a good question. And I get that all the time. Oh, I can't eat. And I ask people the question, how long do you think it takes for you to actually be hungry? And I get an hour, 2 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours. I was like, no. And they said, well, 2 days, 3 days? No. Now, here's the secret. Here's the key. Jesus showed us the way. And he went 40 days, 40 nights. That's how long it takes for you to actually be hungry. And hunger is a watery sensation in the throat. Now, because my juices are full of enzymes, you're eating, you're not chewing, you're becoming a liquiditarian. you confess to that. You were a liquiditarian for a few days. And that means that your body was getting all the nutrients and everything that it needed at the highest level. You were running and jumping around like you were probably a teenager. And the body went from protection mode to healing mode. So now you didn't have all the things because you unclogged the filters. You change the oil in the car runs fine. When you do that, you save more gas. Same thing with the body. You clean your liver and your kidney. Now your body functions a lot better. You feel your best life because it's three things that happens when you fast. The first thing that happens, you get favor. 3 days is for favor. Okay, favor ain't fair. So if you dealing with some issues, go to your daddy. He'll take care of you. Second thing that happens is you get stem cells. The body creates stem cells when you stop eating. When you do eat, it creates insulin, but when you stop eating, it creates stem cells. Stem cells make you look younger. The third thing happens is you create hormones. You used to get them when you're free. You used to get them free before you was 25. After 25, you got to work for it. Now, the hormones makes you feel younger. And so if you're coming into it trying to do just getting acclimated into the juices, I always tell people, hey, look, I just don't have the juice detox program. I made the pure pineapple that works on inflammation and bloating. So a lot of people are eating a lot of toxic food, and the meats and stuff start to decay in your midsection or your large intestines, which creates a lot of gas, which is why most people feel bloating after they eat certain foods.
Yeah.
The enzymes in the pure pineapple will help with joint inflammation and bloating.
And we're also finding that a lot of people have joint inflammation because now that we're working from home, we're sitting a lot, right? So we're not moving as much, going to meetings, going into the conference room, coming back. A lot of times we're sitting at our desk on Zoom all day long. So we don't have that movement, which can cause inflammation in the cells. So just some of your juices, again, you don't have to do a 3-day juice cleanse. You can incorporate some of these juices, and they can also call you and tell you about a specific problem. So maybe it's hip joint pain or back joint pain or, muscle tension. And you probably have products or juices, or can put them on some type of regimen, or, give them some advice on what to incorporate in their diet, right?
Oh, no doubt. Like, take for instance, most people are dehydrated and don't even know it because they don't drink enough water. So if you drink my Fresh Fire, which is watermelon and pineapple, watermelon hydrates you on a cellular level, and it also is brain food. It's the only fruit that breaks through what's called the blood-brain barrier to give you more focus and concentration. It's brain food, and that's something. Then I have the Apple Horizon. That again lowers your cholesterol. That's your apples, your lemon, your carrots, and I put a little ginger in there, and that lowers your cholesterol. That gets the blood flowing, that strengthen the eyes and for your lymphatic system. And then
how many different juices do you have?
I believe 7.
Okay.
7 flavors. Right. And we're working on. We got some other flavors we gonna come down. Like I have a seasonal flavor called PLP, which is pomegranate, lime, and pineapple. And that's seasonal, and that works. That fights against arthritis and inflammation, and also helps protect the liver.
All I can say is they're good. So I've had 4. I'm sure the other 3 and the seasonal one is good as well. They're good. They're filling. So again, I just want to drive the point home. You guys can call Robert. Put that number up there again. Call him if you are having some ailments, some problems, whatever it is. We are here to help. The I Am That Woman movement is all about providing information, resources, and events to help you live a more holistic life. Robert can help you do that as well. This is our connector. We are connecting you to him. 312-622-1057. It doesn't matter if you've ever juiced before. It doesn't matter if you've ever been to someone with holistic services. If you are having problems in your body, I have plantar fasciitis in my feet. My feet hurt. I'm telling you guys, I got a new chair in my desk. I got new shoes for my walking, and my feet were still hurting. And I went and got a foot detox, had never done it before, didn't really know anything about it. And I showed it on social media. You guys saw how the water changed colors, and I was able to walk literally like he put on 2 brand new feet. And so I feel so much better. I'm not in pain anymore. Usually, sometimes when I get up in the morning time, I'm like almost like, oh, I just have to kind of get used to the pain. That was not this morning. I was able to spring up out of bed, slept good, went to my 6 o'clock hair appointment, and all is well. So no matter what may be going on, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, joint pain, sinuses, I can go on and on and on, no matter what may be ailing you. If you are sick and tired of taking medications and not getting better, you're just medicating yourself. If you're sick and tired and you want an alternative and you want to be more holistic in your approach to living, call Robert 312-622-1057. There's so many things that he will talk to you about. Don't get caught up in the conversation, because I'm telling you, me and Brother Man we just met not even a week ago, last Saturday. And all this week, it has just been a blessing to meet with you, your wife, to come over at 7 o'clock in the morning. They are open from 7 to 11. Who does that? From 7 to 11. I text him. But this brother has a heart, and his wife they both have a heart to help others. And we are here, with him, doing this recording for you to be able to get the help that you need for your mind, your body, and your spirit. As we close out, Robert, what would be your advice? We're going in the summertime. A lot of people start eating, ribs and other things, chicken. That's not so healthy. But for those who can't turn it loose, what else can they do? What would be your best advice?
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not here to be the food police. Let's get that straight. I'm just here as your tour guide to your healthier you. Yeah. I'm not a doctor. I don't practice medicine. I just practice good health. Yeah. And I'm here to help you activate your healthier self. So all I say, only thing I'm mentioning is that make sure that you put yourself first. And if you're having any issues, just come on by. I'll give a free assessment to you. And we'll love on you. We do vegan foods here. We do colonics, foot detox, cupping, the whole nine. We just want to share information with you. This is an informational hub more than a retail space, because this is where we wanted you to come in and hang out. And we just have just a whole host of different people from top to bottom just come in, just like the barbershop. They just come in and hang out at the Pure Juice joint, get a little juice drunk, have a good conversation, talk about some good topics. And it's all about health, wealth, because health is a new wealth. And we just want to see you rich in it. And I always tell people love, peace, and increase, because that's what we got to be at. We got to be putting ourselves first, because, baby, you ain't first, you are last.
That's right. Got to be first. Put yourself first. Call Robert. Make sure you get this information. Go over for a free consultation. You're right, at 6603 South Champlain. I got that right. 66. I've been eating watermelon. My brain is on 10 today. I'm popping. 6603 South Champlain, but call him 312-622-1057. We are here to help you live a more holistic life. That is the I Am That Woman movement in retreat. But male or female, go and see Robert. Make sure that you guys get your tune up. It's self-care tune-up time. We are 6 months into the year. Happy June. But don't let these next 6 months, if you need to make that pivot, if you need to do some things a little better, that's what I said. I said, you know what? I need a little extra. I've been doing pretty good, but it's hard to lose 20 pounds. It's hard to, they creep up on you, right? And so it is so hard to do that. And so, but it's not impossible. I am 7 pounds down, and I am super excited about it. I'm super excited about Apostolic Faith Church being mindful, helping us with the largest losers competition on a team, motivating my team every day. My sister is starting a new plan. Tyree, you guys can reach out to her if you need a weight loss plan. This is not about weight loss. Robert said it. Juicing is not about weight loss, but if you do need a weight loss plan, we'll be having Tyree on and she'll be sharing that information. This is about just resetting your body, detoxing your body. Every 90 days should be a tune-up. And so, Robert, I cannot say thank you enough. And I hope that we'll get some comments and I hope you'll get some phone calls. We're pre-recording, but this will be live at 4:30 today. And so I hope that you'll actually get some people. I've already sent you some people. So I'll be texting people like, hey, I feel amazing. I feel so much better. And I can't even believe I have not eaten in 3 days. I really don't feel like it. And so I feel so good. Thank you again. Last words of wisdom.
I'm just very humble to be here. I support your movement. I support you. And I am a better person because of you.
Thank you. I feel better because of you. Thank you so much. All right, you all, 312-622-1057, 6603 South Champlain. Go on over there and get that free consultation. Let a brother hook you up. Let him take some tests on you. And your services are so reasonable. We were starting to talk about that. The juice cleanse is $150.
Yes.
Juice cleanse is
well, we have a special for your show. It's $180 on my website, but for your show and your listeners, we're gonna do the $150.
Y'all hear that?
You get the sale price. So you gotta mention that you connected to
the I Am That Woman movement.
I Am That movement. You all get a discount.
Woman. Yeah, that's right. I Am That Woman will get you a discount from $180 to $150. So. Right. So go on and get that cleanse or just buy some bottles because they can also just buy bottles of juice, right?
Right. Sure can.
Yeah. So there's the blood of Jesus and it's really good. I'm telling you guys, red beets, pineapple, red and green apples, carrots and lemons. And in the green glory, we have kale. Trying to make sure I can see it. Kale, spinach, dandelion, turmeric, ginger, cucumbers, celery, lime, green apples, green grapes, and pineapple. They really taste good. I'm telling you guys. So I hope you will get some phone calls. I hope people will start taking care of themselves. You're going to be at our pop-up Saturday. We're going to do a pop-up session about tuning up our bodies, doing some meditation, and we'll get y'all juice drunk. So I'm excited. Wow. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Have a very blessed weekend.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, you heard it here first on the I Am That Woman movement conversation series. We had Robert Felder, the owner, the maker of the Pure Juice Joint. He said he the GOAT. He the GOAT, y'all. He the GOAT of these names, the blood of Jesus, green glory. I'm telling you, the juices are good. I feel good. I feel amazing. Haven't had real food in 3 days, but the enzymes, like he said, they have been, giving me all the nutrients that I need. So I'm super excited, and I hope you guys will do that. We are all about mindfulness, and on Monday through Friday at 5:30 a.m. to 6:30 a.m., you can join us for morning mindfulness, where we have prayer and meditation. It's a conference call. Don't even have to get ready for it. Roll over in the bed, get up, wash your face, brush your teeth. However you feel comfortable, just join us. The number is 605-313-5104. Again, 605-313-5104. The access code is 345235. If you need morning mindfulness, just start your day with God. Start your day in meditation. Join me and Dr. Portia Lockett on Monday, 605-313-5104. Access code 345235. Monday through Friday, 5:30 to 6:30. We have so many praise reports. Oh my God. Kathleen Blade Owens, one of our board members, blew my mind this morning. Had to have emergency surgery. Doctors went in. I'm going to talk to her about them removing that gallbladder, according to what Dr. Robert Felder just shared with us. But guess what? She said that the doctors thought something else was wrong and her body had healed herself. So the prayers of the righteous avail much. We was praying for Kathleen, and what they thought they were going to have to do, they didn't have to do, because we went and we put her before God, and her body healed herself. So we thank God for that praise report and so many others. So join us, share what it is that you need prayer for. And I'm telling you, before you know it, you'll have a praise report. I thank you for joining us today. Prayerfully, you will call Robert and do that self-care tune-up October 25th through the 29th. Don't miss it. We'll be in Scottsdale at the Scottsdale Plaza Resort and Villas. Registration is opening soon, but mark your calendars, October 25th through the 29th. Super excited. Thank you, Diamante, our production assistant for today. Thank you, Robert Felder, our guest for today. And I pray that you go and have a very blessed day.